right, that is 2 packages of 31, 34 count shrimp. The shrimp is frozen. We're gonna get that all nice and spread in there. Now I've got my crab legs. Just gonna get these, ooh, wow, they're like thick to cut through there. I'm just gonna get these all cut up into smaller pieces. Now this isn't real crab legs. This is imitation crab meat, but most people can't tell the difference. This is really good, really tasty. Let me just kind of pull these apart. I think this size is gonna be good for these bites. And I love the color that this crab leg adds to this. This looks really good. Okay, let me make just this one a little bit smaller. Okay, perfect. Next, I'm coming in with my garlic. I'm just gonna add a generous amount of garlic to this. As you can see, it's a large dish meant to feed a lot of people. I think that's good. Now I've got some diced red onions for a little bit of color and flavor. You can use whatever onions you like. I just happen to choose the red onion because it's a little more pungent to me, and I really like the way it goes with the seafood. Okay, now I've got some more crab here, packaged crab. These are like crab flakes. They're a little bit different texture. There we go. That's perfect, just like that. And I got one more package. They didn't have 2 of the same kind, so I just got whatever kind I could get. You can use real crab if you want. I just think it's easier to use the imitation crab, and I just find that most people can't tell the difference anyway. There we go, that looks awesome, just like that. Okay. Now I've got this. Let me just get this open in here. Ugh, hands are a little crabby, so they're a little sticky right now. My scissors on this, sorry. It's just a little slippery with the crab hands. Okay. There we go. Perfect. That is my mozzarella ball, and it's in these smaller balls. I'm just gonna break this up, spread this all throughout here. This is gonna be a really decadent, delicious dish. Now I've got a box of Barilla pasta, just your standard spaghetti. I'm just gonna even this up just like that. Whoa. Just gonna drop that all in there. That's good. The rest of what's in my box here. Break this up too. And just like that. Okay, that looks really good. We're almost done. This is coming together so quickly. I'm just gonna start incorporating all of these ingredients in. We wanna kind of move this around and really get this all mixed together. We don't want all of our seafood on the bottom. We want some of it on the top as well and in different layers throughout here. And don't worry, some of it fell on the counter, but I got that right back in here, no problem. I'm just gonna push this down a little bit. There we go. We wanna make sure this is all in our pan. Now I gotta get this open, so let me just, hopefully my hands are dry enough. Let me just use my apron here. Ugh. Oh, there we go, perfect. Okay, this is just some ragu Alfredo sauce. That is beautiful. I've got another jar here. That was the key. That happened so quickly. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna use my third jar because we are making a really decadent seafood pasta here. Great. Okay, now what I like to do, I'm adding some water to this jar, and I'm just gonna put my lid on this and give it a good shake. Okay, that's gonna be great. And we're gonna need all of this moisture, so. And this way we're not wasting any of our Alfredo. Looks good. Do the same thing with this one. It's giving us what's left in those jars. All right, I need just a little bit more water. I'm gonna make sure I got this back part covered too. Okay, I'm just gonna give this, I'm gonna put my gloves on real quick because I wanna make sure we're getting all of our pasta completely submerged in this water. Okay. And I'm just breaking up some of those other crab pieces. And like I said, I'm pushing all this down inside there. Okay, that looks really good. So we've got this nice and incorporated. I'm gonna put one more. There we go. Just one more jar of our Parmesan, our Alfredo right on top. Perfect. So that's 4 jars of the ragu Alfredo sauce in here. Then, like I said, there were 2 packages of the 31 to 34 count shrimp. Not really sure what that means, but that's what it was. Okay, I've got some Parmesan cheese here. Oop, I didn't mean for that to happen like that. Okay, just spread this around, just like that. Okay, this looks great. And don't worry if it looks like too much liquid. All of that liquid is gonna cook our pasta and absorb into our pasta. All right, now I've got my mozzarella cheese. Probably put some of this on the edges because I want all of this to be crusted in cheese on top. My Parmesan got a little centered. There we go. This is gonna be a delicious seafood Alfredo. It's so decadent. This is a rich, fancy splurge meal for you and your family, or whoever, you and your friends, you and your loved one. And the nice thing about this is you could totally save leftovers if you have some. You just like put them in the fridge, your seafood will keep for a little while and you can eat on this for a couple days, and that's so good. Okay. All right, I think this is ready to go into the oven. We're gonna put this whole thing into the oven. I'm gonna put it in at 375 for 30 minutes, and we'll see you then. Okay, our seafood Alfredo is ready. Look at this beautiful cheese crust on top. Everything is cooked perfectly in there. We checked on the noodles after about 30 minutes and they were done. We just gave it a little bit more time to get this beautiful crust. And I do want to say that I think I used a 1-to-1 ratio with the Alfredo and the water. And I would do 3 of the Alfredo jars of water for the 4 jars of Alfredo. So 1 less thing of water than Alfredo. All right, now we've got just some dried chives. I'm gonna stick right on top of here. Just like that, level chives on my seafood. Perfect. Okay, and we're just gonna dig right into here and see how this is done. I'm grabbing my cheese. Oh wow, look at this. I'm grabbing my noodles right there. I'm gonna get a plate. We're gonna plate this up. I'm getting a big thing of noodles here. Woo! Look at those beautiful cooked noodles, those crab pieces. Let me grab some more pasta. It's gonna be a little bit easier from the side here. That is just beautiful. Look at that cheesiness and deliciousness. This looks so good. And this is a very special meal that I made for a very special person. So I'm gonna give my hubby the first bite to taste this and tell me what he thinks. This is for you, honey.
I had my doubts, but man, this looks and smells delicious.
All right. Looks a little hot. What do you think?
That is really good.
Seafood Alfredo,
So
everybody. All in one. You've got to try this.